Hello everybody and welcome back to Tower Unite, and in this video I'm going to be showing you one of the best methods to earning units which can earn you 60,000 units in just 10 minutes. And the best part is it is extremely minimal effort, where you basically don't have to do a single thing. So what we're going to be doing is loading up a plaza, and you can find one that is relatively low population, because for this we will want to be doing an event by ourselves. Now, in order to do this method, you will need 10,000 units on your character, which is not too difficult to come by. All you would need to do is participate in a few of the mini-games a couple of times, and that should earn you plenty of units. You can also take events, like in the plaza here. Games like Balloon Shoot should earn you that in absolutely no time. But once you get your 10,000 units, all you have to do is go into the casino, and head on over to the Planet Bingo. Bingo is over in this corner here, and we will participate in a game. Now when Bingo first starts, you get to choose how much you are betting with and how many cards. For this, we are going to select 10,000 units and just one card. Because we are the only person in this room right now, we're the only person who can win. So we only need the one card. Each card will cost 10,000 units, so if you actually end up spending money on 4 cards, you will probably end up losing money with this method, so just one card is all you need. And now we're going to play Bingo as if we were playing it normally. As the numbers come in, just start filling them out. Now, as these numbers are coming in, let me tell you a little bit about how these earnings are going to work out. Because we have bet 10,000 units on this bingo card, we will win every single time we win the bingo round and the blackout round. If there are more players in a bingo game, you will have the opportunity for more bingos to be called. But if you're only one player, or if there's only 2 or 3, one bingo is the limit, and then it goes into the blackout round. That's just how the game works, so it has more of a chance to win if there are more people. But again, because we are all alone in this, there's going to be one normal bingo round and one blackout round. And because we are alone, we're going to win both of them. Each of these games will have a certain payout, usually about 40,000 units for the first bingo and then 30,000 for the second one for the blackout, which nets us a positive 60,000 units in just a few minutes. Each of these rounds of bingo will last you between 8 to 10 minutes, with 10 minutes and 20 seconds being the overall average amount of time that it takes for the entire board to get filled out. Now, during this time, you can basically do absolutely nothing. You can just completely ignore this game and let all these numbers and things come in and fill out the board later. There's no chance of me losing at this moment because no one else is here, so I just let the numbers roll in and then I could fill them in later as I go. I could also fill them in as the game is being called, but it really is up to you. If you want this to be the true no-effort type of way to earn money, you can literally just start a game and walk away, come back about 5-10 minutes later, fill in the rest of the board, and get your winnings. In fact, I kind of prefer it this way because it's sort of fun to try and go through and fill out as many of these as you possibly can without trying to miss anything. It can be a little bit more hectic, and it kind of is just more entertaining as a player, rather than waiting every single time for a number to show up. You know, have a bunch to fill in, which is always a much more fun feeling. And here we go, my first bingo of the game. I usually fill out the bingo, wait a second, and then hit the call bingo. That way the game has sort of loaded everything in, and you don't get punished for possibly being too fast. And if you notice there, my payout was 40,000 units, so I essentially won my initial deposit of the 10,000, plus 30,000 on top of that, so we've netted 30,000 units, and it's only taken just a couple of minutes. And now that we are done with the first bingo, we move to the blackout round. This is when you have to fill out the entire card, and it's a second payout again. Now keep in mind that other people can join in at any time, so they can come in and start filling out a card even halfway through the game. This is something that could happen, but just be nice to people out there. If you're looking to earn some units, just have a fun game. Try not to get too stressed out about it. Now keep in mind that in the first round of bingos, if you happen to get a number that ends up filling out multiple lines, that will not increase your payout. Your payout will pretty much always be the exact same. And while we wait for this final number to come in, I will remind you that there are multiple Tower Unite videos on my channel to help you earn all sorts of units and all sorts of tips and tricks for them. And I'm lucky enough to have this be the very final number. Again, this takes about 10.5 minutes at the absolute most. So once that's filled out, you can hit your blackout bingo call, and that's another 30,000 units. So when we first got in here, I can't remember what my units were, but now we are 60,000 units richer, and that only took about 10 minutes in total. So now that the next round is starting, we can go 10,000 units again for the one card. You can go with 1,000 or 5,000, but your payout will not be quite as much. And while I wait for the numbers to roll in here, I will make a quick disclaimer. So, The payout system for bingo is a little strange. I will just leave it at that. The amount of units that you would expect to win in this game are going to be about 60,000 units, because that is the normal amount that you would pay off. The first bingo that you are awarded will give you 40,000 units, which covers the 10,000 unit deposit that we put in at the start of the round, and then an extra 30,000 units on top of that. The second round will award you with 30,000 units, making 60,000 units your net gain. Now, in my testing, I have gotten a couple of different results. Sometimes when I'm done with a game, I will end with 70,000 units more than when I got there, and it can even be as high as 100,000 units, which in a 10-minute earning period is very good. Now, when you are awarded with the 100,000 units, this is a bit of a glitch or a bug, and it will actually end up sort of resetting itself if you play another round. So the next time you sit down at a game to earn you any sort of units, whether it's bingo or probably any other game, you will see that the 30,000 extra units that you are given are going to be taken out of your account. So it's sort of the game making up for the fact that it paid you 30,000 units too much, and in the next round taking that back. So you're not actually losing 30,000 units, but you are instead sort of having the universe correcting itself. It's going to show you losing a lot of units, but you did gain way more than you should have to begin with. Now, since I'm highlighting this, there is a chance that this bug will be fixed in the next upcoming patch, so take with that what you will. But your most common games here will net you about 60,000 to 70,000 units in the 10-minute period that it takes you to play these games. So that's just my quick little, I guess, coverage of the payout system. Right now it's a little bit bugged, but it does work in the proper way over time. So don't freak out if you end up losing 30,000 units the next time you buy a bingo card or something. I will see if I can recreate these results because I had them a little bit earlier when I was testing this, and I will just show you that it's what it's supposed to be. This was also a pretty good round for me. If you could get a faster bingo than what I got, let me know. Alright, I actually missed on the blackout round there, so definitely make sure that you are you're back at your seat, because I missed the second round. So, live and learn, I guess. So now I've been trying to recreate this sort of money glitch that happens every now and then. Usually it happens by playing multiple games back to back to back, so right now I am at, we'll call it 561,000 units. Hopefully in the next round or two I will be able to replicate the glitch that I've been experiencing, and just kind of show you all that if you see yourself losing a bunch of money, it's not actually you losing a bunch of money. So hopefully by the end of this round I'll be able to recreate it and show you that it's not really that big of a problem. And there we go, nothing like quite waiting until the very end of the game in order to get my blackout round. Very last number, B5, I will wait just a half a second before actually hitting the blackout call. That way the game has loaded absolutely everything, and would you look at that. My units have shot up substantially. They are now at 651,000. That is a 100,000 increase since when I first sat down here. It should be a 60 to 70,000 unit increase. It's actually at 100. And if you looked at the payout, it actually said 30,000, right where the money was. So if I happen to play one more game and join in, you will notice that my units will sort of correct for this mistake. Now this glitch itself might be a little bit rarer than what I originally thought it was. It took me about an hour to actually recreate it. It does seem to happen mostly when you replay the game over and over and over again. My go-to way to avoid this would be to simply reset the plaza after each game, or you can just let it happen. It's going to take some money out of my account, and it's essentially giving me the money that I already stole. I am George Clooney. I have stolen from this casino, one card here, but they have taken it back. So minus 30,000 units, the world is sort of balancing itself out once again. So if you look at my units there, 611,000, that's what my units would be had the payout been correct. So yes, it did take out a whole bunch of units, but it's because I won more than what I should have. So if you see this glitch, I've noticed that there are some people who talk about it. It's not the end of the world. The game is not taking more units from you. It's simply balancing it out. This glitch might be fixed now that I'm putting a little bit extra attention onto it, but it's just sort of depending on what happens here. So that's the explanation on that. A sort of a real-time type of way to diagnose it and show you that, yes, sometimes this might happen, and it doesn't have to be on the bingo game itself. It could be just anywhere you go after this. So If you want to avoid this, you can just reload the plaza after each game, or you can ride through it and you will end up losing a couple of units. It's not you losing them, it's just the game sort of making up for it. That's a long explanation, but if you've noticed, I've played for about an hour and I've gotten substantially richer by playing this game. Little solo games here on Bingo, a pretty good way to earn you some money. And you could use these units for everything, especially, you know, other Bingo games. One in particular that I always get drawn to. I have a problem, but the problem is not that I am poor. In fact, I am quite rich, and by that, I mean I am even more rich, which makes me even more important. And you could be important too. Just keep playing some Bingo. It's a good way to earn some money, and like I said, very low effort, very high payout, and it's just one of the best ways to get started. So hopefully you all enjoy your Bingo games, have fun with picking your numbers, and hopefully you're lucky with your cards, and just I will look forward to seeing you in your tower endeavors. Take care. Hello everyone, thank you for the support. You're all the best.